Hey friends, let's talk today about some coop maintenance, just some things that I gotta get done around here regardless of whether or not it's really hot. We still have animals to take care of, they're still our responsibility, so I have a couple of chores that I need to get done today, so I figured I would take you guys with me, show you a little bit about what it takes to take care of some chickens, especially in California where it's super hot. At least in my area of California where it's super hot, it was like 107 today. So let's talk about some ways that we can help our chickens stay cool and manage the flies, which are really becoming a problem. See that little slice of goodness up there? That is a captivator fly trap. I will put a link in the description, although I do find it's cheaper at Tractor Supply. If you wanted to get it at Amazon, they carry it. This is day one, moment one. I just filled it and put it up there. It is 7:30 p.m. on Tuesday, June 11th. We'll keep an eye on this thing to see if it controls flies. I read about it on another chicken blog, and I'm hoping it works because the flies just exploded here. It got really, really hot, and now there's flies everywhere. So, step one is this thing. Step two is clean the chicken run. I already cleaned the coop. But we are gonna try and sift out some of the particulates from the sand itself. So come on, I'll show you what my solution is gonna be for the sand in the run. Let's do this. Still really hot, 7:30 at night, still nearly 100, but the garden and the chickens are not gonna wait for it to cool down. Just gotta get this going. What are you guys, chicken or something? So the idea here is the water keeps the bricks cool, and then the chickens step on the bricks and it cools their feet down. So that's the idea here. I just picked up this rubber tub. You might have some laying around. I did not. So I just picked one up from Tractor Supply for $6.99 today. So we are gonna give this a whirl, and we are also gonna check our water over here, make sure they have what they need, and you know, do everything we can to keep them cool. We should do a little experiment with some technology. This is a heat gun, like a laser guided heat gun dealio. Let's go see how hot it is in the coop versus outside in the run, and then we'll check and see what the temperature is on that water, those bricks, and see if there's any difference. Well, that is a hot bird. Oh, hey, Viv. How are you doing? Are you hot? Yep, 94. Well, oh, now that's interesting. Oh. Apparently a chicken is not immune to the power of the red laser pointer trick. So I still want to peck them. Man, I wish they could sweat. It would really help me not be as stressed out. Oh, just did the readings in the coop. Let's check the ground. 88 and a half, 89. The chickens are digging the red laser pointer. That's funny. I wasn't expecting that. I don't know why. It's funny. Okay, so now let's check the water. Oh, that's substantial, you guys. Chicken air conditioning. It's reading 78 and a half on the bricks, and in the water 79. So that's really great. I hope they figure out how to use that. Their water is still hot. I feel bad about that, but nothing else I can do, really. It's just the outside temperature. But that's some concrete proof that that's working. Okay, well, if you're anything like me, you read all the forums, you looked up a bunch of information to determine what kind of material you should put on the floor in your chicken run. And what I decided to go with was construction sand. My girlfriend had a bunch left over. She said, hey, I got all this stuff. You want to come grab it? They actually delivered it to my house, which was really nice. But now I have all this construction sand, and I'm like, okay, well, how do I get the chicken out of the sand? Because I'm not gonna come out here with a kitty litter scoop. I'm sorry, my run is too big, like, for me to be coming out here with a kitty litter scoop is not happening. So I looked it up. They make special shovels that are like giant kitty litter scoops, but they're like $50, and I was like, okay, there's got to be something else. We could, come on, let's do some, necessity is the mother of invention. I have a handy husband, so I said, hey honey, we've got some old shovels out there. Why don't you take one of the old ones and just drill some holes in it? Okay, easy enough, except it wasn't. It went bad, guys, real bad. So 2 drill bits and a lot of cuss words later, we had 2 holes. I don't know if this thing is made out of Kevlar, but it was not working. So we decided to go with plan B, which is this little gadget. Now I know you've got some buckets laying around just like we do, and don't mind my Roo apron here. And this thing looks kind of like if you had an extra rim laying around, you could probably make something out of that, but it's just a little filter that's attached to this piece of plastic, and it fits right here, right on top of a regular 5-gallon bucket, and you scoop the poop onto the top here, and the sand falls through and the poop stays up there. At least that's how they advertise it. And I would imagine this would be really beneficial, because then you could take whatever's left in here and just dump it into your compost in a separate bucket, and then dump the sand back into your run all clean and fresh. So I'm not gonna do this whole run tonight because, let's be honest, it's still 100 degrees and I'm hot. So I'm gonna do a couple of scoops just to see if this thing works. This thing was $15, I think, on Amazon, which is a lot better than the $50 shovel contraption. So without further ado, let's see if this works. I think that it'll do. I got a lot more rocks in there than poop, but I think it's gonna work, guys. It works. Excuse me. Is this social hour? You guys got to get back in your coop. That's my garden and I don't want you to eat it. Come on. In you go. In you go. Come on, Jean. Get in there.